Okay guys, for today's video, I'll be showing you my jogo moveset. I made this recently and this is going to be also connected with the week 1 movesets. I'll be showing you all the movesets I made during this week. And then I'll show you week 2 when everything's more improved. But here, alright, jogo landing. It's a jogo landing. I got all the moves from this video, which I'll try to show in this if I can edit it in properly. But juggle landing does this. Where you land right there. It's not supposed to do damage, but I guess it can just work as that if it wants to. But it's supposed to simulate what happened in the anime where he landed and then the whole ground just broke underneath him. It didn't really show him running, but I just thought because it made more sense. Alright, Jogo combo. You have to be standing right here. Since inside enemy who was also really far. Blow up your enemy. You dash right in front of him. Do a little bit of this. Then you stun him. And you just do that. It was supposed to be slower, but my friends keep complaining about, oh, but it's supposed to be how many different combat? Oh my god, it's annoying. I just didn't want to do it, so I just buffed it, whatever. So, Flame Fury is supposed to happen when freaking Jogo touched Maki. Basically, it's this. And yeah, just knocks it down, stun for like 3 seconds. Alright, the domain, it's hard to make domain since the spear can't really, cave into itself, so it's gonna look a little bit weird. Alright, so, hold on, my bad. The Pop My Awakening, do this. Can't have infinite or it's gonna mess it up. Alright, here's the awakening. Stuns them. And then it does a guaranteed hit. So, and put them on, just kill them. And that's really it for Jogo. Now, it's time to show you my very first moveset. Alright, here's my, very first moveset that was good. My very first moveset I made was pretty bad. I'll be honest. Here's the first one that I made was actually somewhat decent. Here it is. Starman is what I call him. For some reason I made lore about all my movesets, which I will show. But that only depends if you guys are actually into seeing it. So if you actually want to see that, please say that in the comments if you want to, and I'll put it in my community post or just make a video about it. But maybe not a video because I'm not trying to yap for that long. Since I'm telling you, I wrote a lot for space. I'll just say that. All right, Star Glitcher. These have sound effects, but they're so loud it'll probably pierce my ears and yours. So let's not do that. All right, this Star Glitcher keeps the victim still, so they can't move for 5 seconds. You can move in between this, but you have to dash or side dash, or you will be stuck too. All right, Star Easer, basically just a beam. But since you can't make a beam inside of the whole moveset thing, I have to use Choso's I forget what it's called, but it's whatever. Something like that, you have to have 35% awakening, which is why I made it like that. Star knockout just does this. A black flash. And okay, let me show you Starman. And here's Starman. I'm gonna do this little dance, and this is just a transformation. Pretty cool, right? And yeah, it stays there for like a couple seconds and then disappears afterwards. You see that. Alright, for the awakening is supposed to be really destructive, but I forgot to change it, so I might do that later on. But this is what it does. Go in the air. Does this? It plays music, but I'm not doing it. I already clarified that I'm not doing that. It does damage if you're close to somebody, but I need to go extend that range and buff it. Maybe not. But yeah. Now for the second move set. Alright, here's the second one. They're all invisible. I'm gonna someday put like a little dot right there of the color of the character, so you can find out where they. I mainly made these movesets for like a little bit of like, a movement hunt. So if you find one, you can just equip it, use it, and do whatever with it. Doesn't really matter. And here's Sleeper. And I'm gonna have to go rework it to Awakening since it's kind of Since Awakening is kind of broken and doesn't really work, or just straight up just stuns you instead of stunning your opponents. But here, Sleeper or Sloth, whatever you want to call it. Since I'm not gonna try and walk all the way over there, let me just go. All right, here. Rest well. If you use it twice, it'll start putting you up in the air, which I can't really fix. But oh yeah, this is the Awakening. I somehow popped that. I don't know actually. Yeah, it just does a little thing. I need to go fix the effects since they changed the effects and made them out, which was a good update. Honestly, I'm mad about it. All right, Dreambreaker does this. Combo thing. Puts in the air, brings it down. It was one of my favorite moves around the moment, but I made better now. Alright, Super Speed basically just a transformation just like Starman. Puts you in this blue form, makes you it used to make you invisible, but now I made it to where you just turn blue, which is better than turning invisible since it's gonna be kinda annoying for other players. Night Shot basically has a ranged and up close move. It does this, spin you around. It does the least amount of damage. And also, here's Rest Well, puts up in the air, since now I can use it twice. Cool, ain't it? Alright. Just a little black flash, because, Rest Well does that, and boom. Alright, now for my third moveset. Alright, so Black Hole, I was gonna make this like a moveset for everyone to get, but I wanted to make the concept of a black hole, so now it's just an admin character that no one can obtain, and if they do, they get absolutely executed. So here's Black Hole. It does this. It literally just instant kills. It could be used as a moveset because it's not that broken. My Absence, basically just another transformation, just like Starman and Sleeper. It does this. I will change this soon because the Black Hole is going a little bit too high. And Downed, okay, is also has a little 2-hit problem. Downed only no, not really. Downed only works if the player is ragdolled, so it's basically just a longer ragdoll, and that's what it does. All right, now for the I think I lost track of how much I forgot which one it is. All right, next one. The next one is not that far from Black Hole. It's like a neighbor to Black Hole. They're really close together since they're kind of in the same space range, and obviously all these movesets are based off of like things inside of space, like sun, star, moon, black hole. The black hole is also there. Space, yeah. Space vacuum also has a similar ability like black hole, brings you upwards, and then just supposed to kill you, but yeah, it does that. Since at that moment I was thinking that, yeah, if you go into space with no helmet, you just die. Gravity shift does this. It can either just send you far away, which it wasn't meant to do, or if you hit the second hit, it'll literally just send you up in the air. Space Shatter is just a really quick move. Puts the orb on your face to represent it trying to run out of breath. And Gravity Breaker this was an accidental thing I made. It just makes you insanely fast and literally just breaks your movement completely, which is pretty silly, but it's something. I actually kind of like this one. Alright, for my last moveset I made, it turned into like a sun type moveset. Alright, Vanish, Sun Drench, Explosion Blitz, and Self-Destruct. And the Awakening being Sunrise. Sunrise is typically the strongest, and it's typically the strongest Awakening I've made. But you'll see what it does later. Alright, let me fly over there so it doesn't take too long. Oh my goodness, how slow I am. Okay, I'm sped. Hey, there was no dummy, I guess. Okay. Vanish does this. It hits anyone like real quick. One thing special about Vanish is that if you're standing right here or land, if you're standing close to it, effect and not do damage. Alright, Sun Drench, you have to be close to the player or it literally won't do damage. So yeah. I like the effects on it actually. I actually went all out for this. Not all out, but it took me some time to actually think about to place everything together. Explosive Blitz kind of just does this. But if you go too far, the move will just do no damage and miss because the hitbox is not that wide. Self-destruct is kind of self-explanatory. You literally blow up, but it doesn't do that much damage because I'm not sure how to do that with the builder thing, since there's nothing what makes the way you can damage yourself. So yeah, self-destruct does this, deals damage to the enemy, do damage to the enemy. Okay, let me further do explosion blitz actually. 1, 2, 3, explosion blitz, boom, right there. It should do damage, right? Yeah, it did damage. Okay, whatever. All right, sunrise hits every. You see like right here. Sunrise hits everybody. Map just a little Amaguraga animation. Boom. Hits everybody in the map, just instant killing them. Because it was supposed to like literally show you becoming the actual sun. My friend said it should make it to where like it kills you just like Yuki's awakening. But I can't. But like, yet again, I can't do that because for some reason there's not a thing inside of builder mode that makes it we can damage yourself. So it kind of just sticks out like that. And so yeah, that's it for all the week 1 movesets. If week 1 resets, be ready for week 3. Hooray! It shouldn't be week 2. Hooray! 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 If you want a tutorial how to make these movesets like I am, they're not perfect, but they're still like useful, so you can actually find out what to do. I will try to explain the maximum of things maximum of things you can do, since there's a limited information that I have. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed these movesets, please subscribe and join my Discord server to give me further suggestions or to be able to get better communicate with me. I stumbled on my words so much. Alright, whatever. See you guys next video. Sorry for that